So, first and foremost, let me give all praise, great honor, and glory to our Elohim and to his only begotten Son, Yahushua HaMashiach, and to all the ox and the Cody, Shabbat, Shalom. Real quick. So, with regards to I guess I had gotten some questions. These questions usually are sent to my email, okay? For anyone who is kind of like, where? Because I don't have my comment section up. Um, but with the concept of some people thinking that they cracked some great code because they figured out that, oh, wow, black people are already in the new world and all these other places. Let's, this is the issue why we encourage seeking spiritual intelligence and the Ruach HaKodesh, because he will reveal and make known all things that were secret and through his spiritual upliftment. Okay, if you only think that race existed all the time, then you're lost in that, because race didn't come about. It wasn't even really a concept until later on. As we see, there was some horns that got put up for the very reason that our people were disobedient, in order to, like, I guess we can say disciplinary measures. But the world had all black people of the earth. Now, they were not all of similar nations. Now, that is what a lot of people tend to miss, that specific area. You had different nations. Like, for example, if y'all really wanted to know, you would read the scriptures and see you had the nation of Israel. You had the nation of Ham, the nation of Edom, the nation of Moab, the nation of Ammon, or the Ammonites, or okay. the Amalekites. There we go. The Canaanites, the Jebusites, the Hittites, the Zidonians. So there were a lot of nations. They were not known by their skin color. Why do you think that is? And just nations, because basically there was not that confusion that exists in this kingdom of good turn to evil and evil turn to good. Your enemy, which basically they've been given power over us, because, as we continue to say, our people did not want to remain upright, love themselves, and obey the laws, commandments, and statutes, or the ordinances of our Elohim. So they were divided into nations. So it's not some great, aha, I have solved the greatest mystery of all. Absolutely not. Okay, it's not a aha moment. It's you're just not reading into the scriptures to understand not all skin folk were kinfolk. So you're getting lost, and you're trying to plug everybody into all like one basket. And this is what the enemy had intended, because their whole intention, especially with their existence, was to add to the taking away of the identity of the true people, right? Confusion in the identity, make it seem like, look, everybody was black. I don't know what y'all talking about. Because all these races, I don't know. As I said, I don't know what they did. The scripture says they contaminated their DNA. When we read the rest of the scriptures, you'll see that the Most High talks about them doing a lot of going out to other nations. Even Esau himself did this. But the scriptures didn't go into details. You got to go into like these other books, which, they like to be like, oh, if they tell the truth on the real sins of these other nations, they try to discredit them and be like, well, they were taken out. Maybe they weren't real. But you got to let the Ruach lead you. Okay? So, yeah, it's not a great aha moment. It's just that some of y'all are not taking it scripturally. And for whatever reason, be it, you're just not interested, you got an agenda, you love wickedness, you are really not of the true nation. You don't want Israel to be great, point blank, period. Right? Jealousy, envy, Scripture showed all these other nations always had these tendencies for the Most High's chosen, not knowing that, look, let them be great, because a lot of y'all are suffering in this situation because y'all never had that, you couldn't see the bigger picture. So no, it's not a great Columbus moment that they were always black. You just kind of like a little behind in the fact, because people are telling the truth. This pale race didn't come around until later on. So, and then who invented the concept of race? Think about that. They did, because their whole intention is to create havoc and confusion, and this is just what they are meant to do, so our people can truly see the strength that they have to overcome and rise above this. But you're either gonna sink to their level, cower, or you're gonna rise up or step up to the plate, right? Because these people were merciless when they took our ancestors and forefathers out of their land into exile. I think some of y'all think they changed. They really didn't. It's just a new tactic of the enemy. Okay? They're just trying more subtle ways. Because at one point I said, like, they're not even, you wonder why they're not dropping bombs on you like Nagasaki and just eliminating you. It does have to do with the Most High's grace, waiting for his people to come to that point where the scripture talks about, waking up. Who else is waking up? Okay, so, but of course, your enemy is employing other tactics. And one of them is trying to blend us all into everybody. Make it look like, well, ain't nothing special. There was always black people, which is true. But you've got to understand that not all nations were chosen, because some continue to run into Molech and Baal worship and tarnish themselves in wickedness in worshiping dead, powerless idols. That's why you see some people over here bragging about high IQs, but you come from a lineage of people who worshipped wood and stone. I don't know why some of y'all even like insulted by this high IQ and the fact that they like to pretend like they're better than everyone else. You're worshiping dead things, right? And in the end, you'll eventually see. But anyway, I'm sorry. I rambled on a little bit, but with that, brothers and sisters, enjoy the rest of your Shabbat and your families. Shalom.